Well, 50 years ago this Friday, Air Force One flew to Dallas with this president on board. When it left Texas later that day, it carried two presidents, having just sworn in Lyndon Johnson after the assassination of JFK. That plane is now at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton. And 10 TV's Jim Heath takes us on a tour of this historic aircraft.
November 22nd, 1963, Air Force One lands in Dallas under perfect blue skies. The color scheme of the giant aircraft, a light blue stripe, the presidential seal, and the bold lettering of United States of America, all were chosen by Jacqueline Kennedy.
Jackie Kennedy was immensely important in the actual making of this icon. This is from the period of Camelot, where they understood the importance of image in presidential politics.
Dr. Jeff Underwood is the Air Force Museum historian here at Wright-Patterson in Dayton. The Boeing 707 is as it was during the Kennedy era, from the cockpit to the seats to the presidential phones.
It's been everywhere, and it has literally done everything.
Less than 90 minutes after President Kennedy was assassinated, Vice President Lyndon Johnson was rushed back to the Dallas airport and the safety of Air Force One. With the new president already on board, the slain president's body arrived here. Not wanting to put President Kennedy's body down in the cargo hold, 8 men grabbed his half-ton casket and struggled with it up these stairs, and then realized they had a much bigger problem.
And they pulled the last 4 seats out, and they took a saw and they cut the bulkhead away to make room to bring the casket on board the aircraft.
After President Kennedy's casket was secure in the back, Mrs. Kennedy came here, still with blood on her dress, as Lyndon Johnson stood in this spot to take the oath and officially become our 36th president.
And he made the decision, correctly, to take the oath of office to show that the Republic was in good hands, that the Constitution was being fulfilled.
As Air Force One roared toward Washington, D.C., Mrs. Kennedy sat next to her husband's coffin in the back of the plane. When they arrived, the slain president was removed, and this Air Force One took its place in American history. At Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Jim Heath, 10 TV News.
Just fascinating there. The seats that were removed to make room for President Kennedy's casket were reattached, and this Air Force One served every president from Kennedy to Bill Clinton.